Good afternoon, parents and students, for joining us today for this exclusive webinar with Camillus. My name is Zed from Kadri International, and in today's webinar, we will discuss about the university in the first half, and then towards the second half, we will begin with the Q&A session. So students and parents, you can then type your questions below in the chat box, and then these will be answered accordingly. Today, we have Ms. Chiara and Dr. Amra joining us from Camillus. Thank you for joining, and over to you guys now.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Chiara.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ambra. And we are from the Camillus University, International University in Rome. And it's a pleasure for us to be here. We are looking forward to meeting you all in the UAE.
Okay, if we can, Zaid, we are going to start with our presentation. It is okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you hear us well?
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, good.
Perfect. So we are trying to share our screen.
Okay, lui.
Do you need to authorize maybe us to share?
No, you should be already allowed to share screen.
Okay, maybe not because we are registered the video, you know, like the screen.
Because we are not able to.
Share.
We are clicking on the share screen, but it doesn't work. So we wonder if it is due to the registration.
No, you can just try checking again one more time. We should be fine.
Yeah, it doesn't work, unfortunately, unless we want to try to disconnect a second and then rejoin immediately and see if it works.
Yes, okay, try this. Okay, try it. I mean, it was working before, right? So just try.
Yeah, it's working. So I think it is about the registration because you cannot register a screen. No.
Yeah.
So no, it's not working. We will try. We will try to disconnect and reconnect. All right.
Okay. क्या हुआ ये?
So here we are again. We are trying to share the screen. Sorry about this inconvenience. Now it seems to work. All right. So, can you see our screen?
Yes.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
perfect. So once again, sorry about the inconvenience. And now we can tell you more about our university, International Medical University in Rome. So our main characteristic is that our courses, most of our courses are taught in English and open to many international students. We are a private university, which is obviously legally valid and offer legally valid degrees. So it is exclusively dedicated to health and medical sciences, and our main values are internationalization, humanitarian mission, and inclusive medicine. Here is a little image of our campus, which keeps expanding. So right now we have the buildings that you see here, but we are trying to expand our territory because we have more and more students every year, and we need to make the campus larger. Here you can see some pictures. The first picture on the left is the main building where the rector is. And then you see some classrooms and also the big rooms with where we have graduations, important congresses and lectures. And so there are several classrooms for every kind of event. Now let's see our academic offer. Our main course is the master's degree in medicine and surgery, which is taught completely in English, and where we have many international students coming from all over the world. We also have some other courses taught in Italian, but still we have some international students who knows Italian, who feel confident with Italian, who comes here to join our Italian courses as well. As you can see here, we have dentistry, but also a 2 years master degree in human nutrition sciences. Other courses entirely in English are these bachelor degrees in physiotherapy, nursing, radiology, and radiotherapy techniques. And then we have 2 more, which are in Italian, midwifery and biomedical laboratory techniques. Let's have a look at our annual tuition fees. For medicine and surgery in English, the fee is 21,000 euros per year, while for dentistry and dental prosthetics is 16,000 euros. Bachelor's degree, these are the fees for physiotherapy, 5,500, nursing 3,000, as well as for radiology. And then we have midwifery, which has a fee of 4,000 euros per year, and biomedical techniques, 3,000 euros. Okay. We have obviously internship plans for our students, which usually starts from the 4th year for medicine and from the 1st year for the other degrees. So we have hospitals all over the Rome territory. We do not own our own hospital, but we have several departments and several hospitals, as you can see here, all over the area. So as you know, Rome is a very big city, and our students have the great opportunity to practice in several hospitals, in several departments, so that they can also learn different techniques, different approaches, and way of operating. Another great characteristic is our language center. I don't know if you feel like maybe you want to take over.
Sorry, first of all, I'm going to tell you sorry for my voice, but today I'm a little bit sick. So that's why my beautiful colleague Ambra is going to help me during this presentation. But I try to speak a little bit about the language center because it's my business. Because with Professor Rotatori, we are in charge of the linguistic center of Uni Camillus. And this is very important because Uni Camillus offers for free to all its students language, Italian language courses during all the years. So if you want to join one of our degree course, you can start also a language course in Italian, because you will need for sure a bit Italian, a little bit of our language, because you will spend this language during the internship. The internship will be in the Roman hospital. As you can imagine, the patients only speak Italian. So you will need a little bit of Italian to speak with the patients and doctors. If you will select a 6 years programs as medicine and surgery, you will have more time for sure, because you will have 4 years before your internship. And during these years before the internship, you can improve and learn some Italians. Otherwise, if you select another course like the 3 years courses, you will need and you will start the Italian language, starting from the first year, because you will need a little bit of Italian even at the first year. So that's why the language center and the Italian language courses are so important. Okay, we can continue.
Yes. Let's move on and let's have a look at the requirements. So I know, especially abroad, one of the main questions is, do we need special grades or do you need to have specific courses? And the answer is usually very simple, and it's not, you don't. You just need to have a valid high school diploma obtained after at least 12 years of schooling, as you can see there. That's all we need to get to give access to our university. So no score grades, no specific courses required, no other certifications. And then once the students apply for the admission test, the results only depends on the test itself. There are no other characteristics taken into consideration. It is only about the result of the test.
Good.
We do offer scholarships for our extra UE candidates. They might be full or partial scholarship. There is a specific process to apply and to obtain the scholarships. So just so you know, there is this possibility. We do not have a specific number of scholarships offered. Every year, the rector decides. So every year is different, and every year, everything is described and explained in the new call for scholarships.
And also the verdict, it depends on your requirements. So if you attend the requirements,
if you have all the requirements, obviously you have a higher possibility to get it.
Exactly.
We continue just to show you some pictures from previous editions
Of the Cagliari Global Education Expo.
This was our colleague in 2023. And then we also took part to the Study in Italy Days in Turkey. And then again, last year with my colleague Chiara and another colleague of ours, 2024. And so we are ready for
2025.
And that's it from our side. Now we stop this sharing and we are back to you.
Thank you for your attention.
So now, students, you can ask your questions and in the Q&A box below, and then we will read them out, and then they can answer all of your queries.
Great. Thank you, Zaid.
Okay, Chiara, before they ask any question, can you explain what do you need from my students who are doing their British curriculum or IB system? How many A levels do you need, and what sort of IB do you need? And so can you explain about this? No.
Okay, yes. As already Ambra maybe already told you this, but we do not need the level, because we only need the high school diploma after 12 years of schooling. So the Italian ministry and Italian education system is not based on grades and level. We only have subjects during the high school, and we only conclude and we only finish the high school with an exam. I know that in the UAE, but also in other countries, the system is not the same. So that's why Camillus and other Italian university is going to consider the last year, like the last year grades. After this, you need to validate your high school diploma, okay, the last year high school diploma, with your embassy. So with the DOV, Declaration of Value. Declaration of Value is the only certificate, we need. So this certificate is made and is issued by the embassy, but you can also, starting from the first year, from the last year, you can also join and use the CIMIA. CIMIA is on our website, is a private system that can, after checking for sure your requirements and your diploma, can issue the same certificate of the DOV. That's it. So we don't need your high school scores and level, because in our system there is no levels. We only have high school diploma in general. And I know you have maybe the IB system, the IB diploma. For us, it is okay. But at the same point is that if you have an IB diploma, this diploma will be and it's valid only after 12 years of schooling. That's mean that if you have your high school diploma after 12 only 11, sorry, 11 years of schooling, you need one more year. So one foundation year or some other courses in another university to join Unicamillus. But also don't worry, because all these specific requirements and specific part about our enrollment is specified in our admission test. Sorry, admission call. That's why we really suggest to all the families and students interested in Unicamillus to read carefully, very, very carefully, all the regulation, okay? The admission calls and the enrollment regulation, because the part of the high school diploma is very important after the test, when you will decide to join our university, not before, because during the test you won't need the diploma, okay?
Thank you for the clarification, Ms. Kiara. I can see that there's some
We see
questions
that
coming
some
in.
questions,
Yeah.
yes, some questions were related to this topic, so we answered. When is the entrance exam conducted? I believe they mean the admission test. So the admission test date is also explained in the admission call. So every call is different for every year. And after the admission call, you can apply for the admission test and you will see when is the exact date. Usually maybe a couple of weeks or 3 weeks after the admission call is out.
Okay,
And then,
So
let
the
me explain
admission call
further.
for 2020, yeah, wait,
yeah, of course.
the 2025-26 call is out now. So if you go check on our website, you can find the call and exactly the date, okay?
So right
Okay,
now, for example, the admission test is scheduled for which date?
March. Starting from March, yeah.
So now the application process is on.
Open, yeah.
Many people are already applying, but the test will be in March, and there is the specific date written on it.
Exactly.
So everything, as my colleague Chiara was saying, we really recommend to read the admission call because everything is explained there.
okay, let me explain further to this one that there is no it's not like other universities that there is only one specific date for the entrance examination. So entrance examination dates are different, no. So once you apply, then we will provide you the date. Okay, these are your dates. So every candidate has got a different candidate dates, or maybe this one. It's not like a fixed date like other
Exactly.
universities.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's what I want to clarify. Now, both Chiara and Dr. Murad, Ziad is going to read the question and then you can answer.
Okay.
Zed, can you please read the question, please? Yeah.
Yeah. Hassan wants to know that whether he needs a legal guardian in Italy. He is under 18, and he's asking whether they will help you to get a legal guardian.
Okay, we have a lot of students under 18, and I'm not so sure that you need a legal guardian in Italy. I think that this question could be request to the embassy, because it depends on your institution. So I don't know if in Dubai, the embassy in Dubai want and request this legal guardian. Because, for example, for other students coming from Turkey, Japan, and India as well, we do not have this legal guardian. So I don't want to answer with the wrong answer. So please contact someone in the embassy or some that is specific. I don't know how to say, prepared about this kind of question in your country, because it's very different from countries to countries. So each country have its own word and its own laws, in this case laws, because the only thing I know is that if you are under 17, so sorry, under 18, you will need your father or mother, so parents, during the registration to the test, because you are not, you are already, sorry, you are still a minor, and you need someone that is going to follow you in the, like in reading the regulation, in accept something, in registration process. This, yes, is very important. But the part of the legal guardian, I'm sorry, but I'm not in charge of this. So we only can base our experience on what the students tell us, and we do not have any legal guardian in Italy for our under 18. Okay, but please check this kind of news on your country.
Okay, thank you for that.
Thank you.
Huda wants to know what does the application process entail and what is required for the application?
Okay, what does the application process entail?
What is required for the application?
Okay. The requirements for the application are not so many, because you need just to register your name, surname, and your data, your personal data, on our platform called GOMP, GOMP, GOMP.
But there is a step-by-step guide
Guideline,
is
exactly.
provided so that you know exactly what to do. But back to the requirements is the
For the test, there are no requirements, basically, because you are not still, maybe some of you are not graduate yet.
not even the diploma is a
Exactly.
requirement.
So you don't need to upload any documents, just register your personal data.
Also, we do not
and
require
the
an
fee.
English. We do not require an English certificate because
Exactly.
the admission test will be held in English.
Mhm.
So that's why we do not need to see an English certificate. That is not even a requirement because English level will be tested during the admission test.
Exactly.
And then, of course, there will be a
The
fee
payment,
to
yeah.
pay. And then about the fee, about the way to pay the fee, is also everything described in the
But it's
call.
very, very easy, guys, because just go
There
on
is
our
a link.
website. There is
Yes.
a link. You can pay by your card, and is the tuition fee. Sorry, the admission fee is 15 euros. So 50. Sorry.
And that's it. No other requirements.
Well, just to add this one, I think the best way is to contact us and then we'll take care of all the applications. The best way is to contact us. I mean, contact Kadri International
Yes,
and they will
yes.
and
Thank you.
they'll help you in getting admission and for this everything. No, so you don't
Exactly,
have to worry. You
absolutely.
just have to send us the documents and we'll take care. Okay.
Absolutely, guys. Cadre International is our official partner in UAE, so please contact them because they will help you in each steps. Don't worry.
Okay. Next question is Daniel wants to know, is there any training required to prepare for the entrance exam?
Yes, there is, or better, there was. Unfortunately, this year we do not have any training courses, because last year we had some training courses, but this year something is changed. We do not program these courses. So the only thing we can suggest you and recommend you is to exercise yourself on the manuals. The manuals are alpha test. If you want, I'm going to read here. Right, sorry, no read.
So it's Alpha Test and Meditest. Those are two books
Mm-hmm.
where you can practice and take a lot of exercises, which will be very similar to the test. But also on the admission call is specified every subject that you're going to face in the admission test. So you will see exactly which subject you need to focus your attention in order to get ready for the test. But also, again, these books are perfect to practice and to take exercises. Alpha Test and Meditest. We wrote them on the chat. Exactly, Alpha Test in English about medicine.
Ah, lo sta copiando perché non
Yes.
può vedere il pubblico.
So they're going to publish them for you.
Sorry, health profession, there's an error. Health, giusto? Okay, health profession.
We have a couple of questions about the IMAT. Aparna and Daniel would like to know, would we need to give the IMAT exam for admissions?
No, because our university is a private one. The IMAT test is a international and European test for all the public and no public university. But Unicamillus, after 2019, decide to divide from the IMAT. So we only have our own test, the admission test by Unicamillus, which is very similar for sure, but it is not IMAT. If you go on IMAT, you cannot find the Unicamillus University.
We have a question from Noor, but that question has already been answered regarding the aid
Okay,
in the
the
AD.
18, yeah.
Yeah, we have another question which asks that can the student get a refund of the tuition fees if he fails in grade 12 or in the case of not getting the visa on time?
No,
No.
unfortunately, that is not possible. And we thank you, Noor, for this question because this is a very important topic. But our partners know about this, and unfortunately, we do not refund any fee. So therefore, it is highly important that you apply in time so that you have plenty of time before you get your visa.
Exactly.
Many students have problems. There are delays. We are aware, and therefore we are flexible with the
Arriving, yeah.
yeah. I mean the time you arrive and the presence during the classes, because here at least 75% of the total amount of classes are required. But if you arrive late because of visa problem, of course we are flexible, we will inform the professors and you will not get affected.
Exactly.
But still, it's important for you not to miss the classes, so we strongly recommend that you start early so that by the time the classes start, you will have your visa and you will be already here.
I just want to add something that about this point of the refund. There is a refund policy, but the only refund policy is after 14 days. So 14 days after the enrollment. So is your right to tell us that you do not want to continue, so to drop out, how to say, withdraw your study, but you have only 14 days after the enrollment. In this case, you will have your money back, so you will have the refund. But also, due to some problems that we have, because our university is a private one, so we completely understand that the fee are a huge amount of money. We change our regulation fee. So please read it well, because you will pay less than the other here. At the moment of the enrollment, you will only pay 2,000 euros instead of 7,000 euros. That's because in case you have some problems, you don't want to continue, or you will have some problem with your visa, you only lost the first enrollment payment, not
The other
all
fee. So it will only be 2,000 rather than 7,000.
Exactly.
We have adjusted the policy.
We have
because of
adjusted
this.
the policy about this point. Exactly.
Thank you for that. Huda wants to know, do you provide accommodation for students?
No, Unicamillus do not provide such service. We do not own accommodations. We do not have rooms. So every student is responsible to find an accommodation themselves. Of course, we can help providing some useful links, telling you where you might try to find accommodations. There are several student groups which help every student to find a roommate, or if they know there is a vacant place somewhere, they can help each other this way. But otherwise, no, there are no accommodation service from us.
But the three also, you can find on our website the links about the dorms very near, yeah, because we have 3 campuses nearby. So there are not managed by us, by Uni Camillus. There are private one, but you can for sure contact them and ask for a room, a house, an apartment, whatever you want.
Yeah, those are the links, as I said, that we can provide to help, but they have nothing to do with us.
Exactly. Thank you. Ayuda.
Okay. So Huda also wants to know, what are the living expenses for a student on campus typically?
It depends. I can tell you that the living costs in Italy is about 800, 1,000 each month, but including the food, the transport, and the room. Because sometimes the sharing a room or rent an apartment will be between 500 and 800 costs.
800 euros. We're talking
Euros,
about
sorry, euros, because in
So
Italy
it depends on the area, depends on which kind of accommodation. So for that it varies. It very much varies. Otherwise, for food and transportation, there are also some student discounts. So
we have a canteen.
yeah, and there is also soon here a dining place where students can eat, not for free, but there will have specific and discounted prices for students.
Thank you for that. And the next question is by Daniel. He's asking, once the course is completed for the licensing, once the course is completed, how's the university helping the students for licensing exams to practice?
What I can say about this is that obviously very much here also depends on the students, and what helps students to find a job after their university career, is also very much related to their previous experience abroad. And that's why we recommend to all our students to join an Erasmus program, because with an Erasmus programs, our students have the possibility to go abroad and work and study somewhere else, and that will help them very much to create contacts and also to have a more recommended CV when they will try to find a job. And that's this way will be easier also for our professors maybe to recommend or to guide our students. Other than that,
sorry, I just want to add that Unicamillus has a placement office. The placement is an office with other colleagues, okay, that they are going to help you to find a job, also organizing some events about medicine and other health profession, for example, because we are going to invite some doctors, agency that they need new doctor, new nurses, new physiotherapists, and you will have the possibility to have a meeting with them and ask for a new experience or job.
So yeah, we will guide them and help them after. We do not leave them or abandon them when the university career is done.
Thank you for that. The next question is by Alia. She would like to know, how would the students understand the patient if they don't know Italian?
Okay, that's why we recommend the Italian language course, because all our students which are going to do clinical practice will need to know some Italian. But I also want to reassure our students by telling them that coming here, being 24-hour involved in Italian life, and also having many Italian colleagues, you will easily learn Italian. plus the language course, which is for free. So this is not gonna be a problem. We saw this with many other international students. No one has ever told us the main problem was the language. That is something that they can, easily solve by practicing everyday life in Italy and studying our language courses.
And also during the practice, so as you call practice, but it's an internship, you will have a tutor. So you will have a group. You are in a group, so with other students, and sometimes in the same group, you will have also Italian native speaker. So you can share your knowledge and ask them if you don't understand something, but be real. Don't worry, because you will have time to learn some Italian, and you will have, yeah, this opportunity also, because it's not about only study abroad, but you will have your life experience in Italy. So it's not only about the, like medicine course or health profession courses. So you will be here and you will live here. So it's something that then comes out very naturally.
Thank you. The next question is relating to the study structure itself. Huda wants to know, do students get to interact with the latest medical practices and trends from the very beginning, or is it a more traditional mode of studying throughout the program?
So regarding
Depends.
the medicine course, the clinical practice will be from the fourth year. This does not mean that the classes will not be interactive. Of course, there will be some practice also during the lessons.
In
That, of
labs.
course, depends on which kind of class, which professor. There will be laboratories as well. We have new laboratories with the most recent technologies. So we are up to date, let's say, especially for our dentistry laboratory. Everything is super new and really like last technology. So there will be interaction, absolutely. You will not just sit there and listen, you will also practice. When it comes to clinical practice instead, then it depends if it is medicine from the fourth year, if it is health professions from the first year. But even there, every classes will have some practice part.
Okay, thank you. The next question is relating to when the university was originally established.
Good question. We are a very
Kind
young,
of new.
very young university. So we were born, let's say, 2018. So this is going to be our 7th year.
Exactly.
Alia wants to know, in what year does the clinical practice start?
Yeah, we already answered. So fourth year for medicine, first year for health professions.
Thank you. The next question is by Daniel. Does the course also prepare students for the PLAB and the USMLE exams?
No, we do not have any course that prepare for USMLE or PLOB, because our university, as Amber already tell you, is kind of new. So we do not have any certificate yet for the USMLE, but we are working on it, because the USMLE is the possibility for a student coming from all of Europe, or in this case from Italy, to work abroad. With telling you abroad is for the US, and I don't know about UAE, but US principally. And we need a certificate to be valid for the USMLE, but we are working on it, because we only had our first graduate in medicine last year, last July 2024. So we are still working on this process.
Okay, thank you. The next two couple of questions are fairly similar. They're relating to
Yeah.
cadavers. So the students would like to know whether the university helps them work with with cadavers or with
Our
samples.
professor do not use any cadaver in classrooms.
We have our mannequins.
Exactly, only mannequins. But you will need, or better, you will have the possibility to see some cadaver only if you want. because you can ask to not participate in the clinical part about this kind of thing.
Otherwise, during the clinical practice, of course, it's part of the course. Like any other department, you will also get to do some traineeship in those departments. You
But not
will
in
also
class.
happen to see dead people and maybe, do some practice on that. But again, that is your choice, not during the classes.
Exactly. Only in hospitals, because we cannot use color in university.
Yeah, that's the. I think I just want to clarify this one that that they thought that in some countries cadavers are are not allowed. So here in Italy they are allowed to practice on cadaver, but during their clinical years, not. I mean,
Exactly.
of course, not
Exactly.
during the class year. So
No, no, no,
so
no.
so the simple answer is that yes, cadaver is there and it's allowed there. No, that's the basic answer for this, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
They do work with autopsies as well.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Okay, next.
Thank you, Kadri.
The next question is by Alia. She would like to know how many students have already graduated and starting to.
Yeah, that's a good question. Thank you, Alia. Last year, we have our first graduate in medicine at the first year. So in 2018, the first class of medicine in Unicamillus was, how to say, composed by 150 students only. And all of them are graduate. So
The job.
yeah, and find a job today. So we have 150 students graduate for at the moment.
And again, because we are new, so if you think about it, the medicine entire degree
Exactly. 6 years.
last 6 years. In 2018, we opened, we had our first students, and after 6 years, meaning last year, they graduated and they are now working. Yes. Class trends.
Yeah, Daniel would like to know about the class sizes on average.
Numero di studenti per ogni lezione.
What do you mean? In class?
The number of students for every class, right? Numero di studenti
Yes,
per
I
ogni-
think so.
Okay, okay. So I just want to specify that Unicamillus is an international university. So we have the international quota and the national quota, okay? European quota and non-European quota. In total, now in medicine and surgery, we have 600, yeah, places, okay, the number in total, but we divided all, we are going to divide our students in 3 channel. So you will be 200, more or less, 200 people in one room, 200, 200, 6. So 3 channel. In each class, you will be 200 people, but our classes are very, very big.
Okay, thank you for that. So, students, I see that we've answered more than 25 questions. If anyone has any other questions, now's the time to ask. Other than that, if there's no other questions, you can always contact our office at Kadri International and shoot us an email.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Very
if
hard.
there's nothing else, thank you so much, Miss Kiara. Thank you so much, Dr. Amra, and we hope to see you at the expo next week.
Okay, Zaid, there's a last question.
Oh, yes, I just see that that just came in. What is the average acceptance rate for medicine?
Beh, veramente alto, non è.
It's hard to say a number, but it's quite high, especially because we are a private university.
Exactly.
So it is not hard to access as for public universities. So with us, we have a very high number.
And let me
Very
add you
cool.
one thing that as a private university, I think you have got the highest number of seats, as compared to other universities. That's the reason
Exactly.
that as
We
compared
have
to other university, it is
that's right.
easier than other university. No.
That's right. Thank you, Dr. Kadri, because we have the highest number dedicated to non-EU guys. So
Yeah.
that's the important thing. Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
let me clarify one thing that the number of seats are normally allocated by the ministry there. No, they cannot add the seat without the permission of the ministry, and the ministry allocate all the seats to all the universities. No, okay.
Exactly.
I think okay.
Okay, so I think I don't see any more questions. So that concludes our session. Thank you everyone for joining, and we will
Thank
see you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Bye.
your times and thank you for your attention.
Thank you and see you soon.
See you soon. See you
See
in
you soon.
Dubai.
Thank you,
Bye,
Chiara.
everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Mresa.
Thank
Okay.
you.
See you soon.
Bye.
Thank
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.